Hello, loves, and welcome to Love Rehab. I am your host, Rose, and I am here to inspire you through health, beauty, love, and light. I would like to thank you all for tuning in and also reminding you to please share and subscribe to my channel, and also not forgetting to push that notification button to be sure to catch all of the newest updates and newest videos. So, this meal here today, something quick and easy to make. And during this quarantine season, this is actually something that can be just made within a matter of seconds. Okay, I'm lying. More so minutes. About 30 minutes it should take. As a total bake, maybe 45 minutes, including prep time. Your ingredients you will need will be butter. You will also need onions, as well as potatoes and any type of your flavored or type of sausage. Now right here, what you can see is I'm just getting that bottom of that pan buttered down, getting that butter melted, so I can go ahead and start to throw some onions in there to get that done. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna kind of just stop talking here, but just kind of throw in a few tips. Now, when you are putting the I'm kind of tongue twisted, y'all, right now. I'm on this coffee over here. But when you're putting everything in the pot, what I do, I like to put the butter in first, and then go ahead and throw the onions in, get those sauteed up, and then kind of let those simmer, get those cooked, and then go ahead and just throw those sausages right on top. And that's just because you don't want to, cabbage does cook fast, and what you don't want to do is, overcook them. So you go ahead and get those things started with the onions, butter, and the sausage, and then you can go from there. Now, let's go ahead and get those potatoes put on, because it does take them a little bit longer to cook. So we'll go ahead and get those put on before we even get the cabbage on, because, you do want to go ahead and get those softened up. I do not like hard potatoes. Like, my potatoes have to be soft. And also, I'll do it on another video, but when you're making baked potatoes, I would for sure boil them first and then wrap them in foil and then bake them, just so they can get a little bit softer. Now with that onion, honey, I love me some onions, and baby, it adds so much flavor to everything. So you actually won't even taste the onions inside of the cabbage, the fried cabbage, when you do eat that. So that's the best part I do like about that. I don't know if it's because of the saute, and then the saute of the onions and the cabbage kind of blends, but for sure it does add flavor. So we're gonna go ahead and get a few of those onion bits in there and go ahead and get this baby rolling. Okay, now with the onion, you do kind of want to cut it up into finer pieces. You don't have to dice them or anything like that, but the finer pieces, as you can see, they're kind of small. Go ahead and get that putting this into there, and that it will actually sop up that butter really good, and go ahead and make that work a little better. Now, as far as the heat goes, what I do is when I have the butter and the onions in there, I'll kind of have it on a high heat, maybe anywhere between medium high, or if you have a number stove like I do, I put it on about 8. And then so once I start adding the cabbage in, of course I'll get that simmered at a lower level. But right now, go ahead and get those sausages cut up. I'll use Earl Campbell. Well, I can't even talk right, y'all. I've used Earl Campbell links in this particular video, but that's not my favorite link to use for the sausage. It's one particular sausage. I have to find the name of them because, honey, it's really, really good. It's in a white. It has a white label that has white and purple on it. I'll find the name of it and I'll let y'all know in the later comments. But in the meantime, go ahead and get those sausages put in there. Now, I did kind of turn it down because what you don't want to do is burn that butter up. And so I kind of put it on low, but about 3. Trying to keep the butter at at a simmered level. And also get those sausages in there so we can get this. You know what, y'all? And it smells so amazing. Already, with just the onions, the butter, and the sausage, it definitely took the kitchen spice to a whole nother level. And in just a minute, whenever I get the cabbages turned on, I'll show you all the spices that I did use. But for sure, mainly I use black pepper and garlic salt. I did not put any salt in this at all, just due to the fact that the sausage holds a lot of flavor. And I just dashed the garlic salt in there, I believe. So Like I said, I'll show y'all the in the comments, or show y'all, I believe I had it on here, what sauces I did use, what flavors, but definitely. So go ahead and mix that up, get that stirred up, and go from there. All right, so my favorite here, this smoked paprika honey, that is for the guys. That smoked paprika, it just does something to food. Like, you can honestly almost put it on anything. I like turkey, ground turkey. So, and it doesn't honestly get that, brown. So that smoked paprika definitely takes it to a whole nother level in taste. But it also, gives it that brownness to it. Also, I did put some onion powder in there. Even though we do have onions, you do kind of want that flavor to kind of just seep all up and through that cabbage. So I just, dash some on there. Anytime I cook with onions, I use onion powder still. I don't know why, but I just do, and it just adds more flavor. Like, a lot of my food is very flavorful, if anything, because I love savory food, and I definitely definitely don't mind savoring the taste. Okay, now also back there you see that the potatoes are working. I do kind of have them on a higher level because even though this is a quick meal, you don't want it to take forever, and you don't want, of course that's going to be the last thing, but you don't want that to interfere or mess up the meal at all. So I got those working on high. I did start putting the cabbage in there. I started cutting those up. So what I'm doing right now is getting some cabbage cut on the other side, because I didn't have enough room, of course, but I'm just going to go ahead and throw some more pieces up in there. All right, so now it's time to go ahead and start throwing that cabbage on in. Want to cut it up as much as possible. I like to cut mine in rather smaller pieces just to help it cook and break down a lot faster, because yes, it does cook fast. However, you don't want it to be eating those big, large cabbage pieces. You know what I'm saying? So just go ahead and cut it up. Cut it up as fine as you can, and to go ahead and get that ready. And so of course you're gonna need like a little bit of water, and what I would preferably use is like chicken broth to go ahead and get that, like, that steam part ready. But I just went ahead and used water because I was out of chicken broth at the moment. So just adding a little bit of water with that inside with that butter, it'll definitely make that cabbage sauce up and get ready for the full flavor and sensation going on. Now, you do want to go ahead and stir it up and get everything ready and prepared. I'm going to go ahead and add some black pepper here. So that's where you add the full seasoning. So at the bottom, I put the smoked paprika and the onions and the onion powder. And at the top here, I just put a little bit more onion powder and some pepper. And then lastly, some cayenne pepper. Cayenne. Y'all, I love cayenne pepper. Maybe because I love spicy food. But honey, that cayenne take it to a whole nother level. I had made some chicken tetrazzini the other day. Oh, don't forget that Tony. You can't forget Tony's, okay? Tony's is like added in everything. Italian seasoning. That was something different. I never really use Italian seasoning in my cabbage. I usually use it mostly on like my pastas and things like that, or any type of bread I make. But that tetrazzini I made the other day, y'all, it was so good. And that was my first time making it, and it was really great. Me and Babe really enjoyed it, and we of course knocked it down. As we say, we mowed it. It was pretty good. But yeah, shoot, we tore it up. But that it had a lot of flavor. It was spicy, had that Cajun seasoning, and then that rotel, it just took it to a whole other level. It was amazing. Made us a good salad, and we also had some what do you call that? Red Lobster biscuits. Oh, they were amazing. They were so good. I'll actually, get another video out for you all for that for the next time I make it, because that was just really good. And I'm also going to work on, just doing other food videos, because only before the quarantine, I have realized that I have been cooking a lot more. And so, me and Babe, we love to eat. We love to eat. So, we and luckily he cooks too. Garlic powder, I went ahead and threw that in there a little bit. Babe loves to cook too, and so he's actually helping me make this meal also. He's going to be making the cornbread because, honey, Babe makes his famous cornbread, and it's amazing. Like, I can't give y'all his secret because he probably would, lose his shit or something. I don't know. He always says I have the best corn. He has the best cornbread. So, I mean, we got the best. We the best, like DJ Kelly says. So, after you've got everything all, saturated up and sauced up and add some more butter and all that kind of good jazz, you see as I'm doing that now, you're going to want to, of course, go ahead and put the lid on there because cabbage does cook pretty fast. But adding that lid on there will definitely, get it together with that steam, kind of like steaming broccoli. Now, even though this is fried, yes, I am adding that water, and that's just to make it, make some sauce in it. Wanted to get it, saturated, get that flavor on in there, get it all over. And see, as I cook, as you can see, the cabbage is slowly but surely, going down because it's, getting itself together. What I did with that pot, with that lid, I put it on halfway just so we can get some of the steam out, and some of the steam can stay in because you don't want to cook the cabbage to where it's really rubbery either. So just wanted to put that like that. Right now, what I am working on the other side is getting out of Bay's way so that he can go ahead and get his cornbread together. Because if it ain't Jiffy, it's just not it, You gotta be Jiffy to have the best cornbread ever. That's the only secret I can give y'all. That's it. In the meantime, you do want to go ahead and stir that. Of course, I'm smelling it because that shit smells so good. In the meantime, you do want to stir it and check on it because you don't want to leave the cabbage in there like actually frying itself or burning. So, do want to stir it periodically. And once it kind of starts getting a little, not soggy, but not as crisp, that's when you'll know it'll be about done for sure. And of course, those potatoes are in the back still working, honey. I'm talking about we cannot have no hard potatoes at all, at all. Let's get into this boil, okay? Do y'all hear that bubble? Do y'all hear that boiling? The potatoes over there looking good. This cabbage looking amazing, honey. Amazing. Listen to that. Don't that sound good? And that's how you know those potatoes out there working because, baby, they are boiling. Now, babe, he got the flick of the wrist going on. I'm talking whip game proper. Literally, y'all, watch this. After he pour his milk, he finna get the getting. Literally. Calling that whip game. I'm gonna make sure I say that. That whip game proper, Calling the flick of the wrist to make that best cornbread, y'all. Don't lift it up, baby. You did it, baby. Oh, I gotta hurry up. My phone on charger while this shit cooking for me down. Yeah, now these potatoes, they was so hot, okay? But before you go ahead and put them into the pot, I would, of course, take the skin off of the potatoes and cut them up in little smaller dices because you don't want that skin to be inside. That'll totally mess up the whole meal. All right, loves, we are at the end of the road for this here meal. This is the end result of it. Baby, look at that. That ain't nothing but the Lord. Look at that sauce in there. It's just definitely made up. The potatoes, they came out well. I do want to thank y'all so much for tuning into our video. We appreciate that so much. We do have other videos coming up about, of course, food to make, but also, what Love Rehab is all about, health, beauty, love, and light. And so I do want to thank you all so much once again for watching the video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you can, catch up with all the best meals that we have coming up soon, y'all. But in the meantime, we're gonna check out this cornbread because baby God is looking right, and then here is our end results. This is what it has come to. Lord, that's so amazing. Look at that cornbread. And then of course we have our end result here with our finished plate. So be sure you all like and subscribe to the video, and thank you all so much for watching. And until next time, peace out, love, and light.